has made us strong.
Everybody, welcome to this my soapy kitchen. Today we're going to be making a bubble bar, and we're going to be using our Day of the Dead mold. So I'm really excited about this. I got this at Voyager, and the manufacturer is Life of the Party. All right, so I can't wait to do it. It looks fairly simple sugar skull. We're going to use different colors. So this is why I'm using a bubble bar, because it is kind of fun to just make it all in layers. So we're going to do a bunch of different colors and this is going to be super fun. Just you wait. All right, so what we start out with the bubble bar is bicarb. Now bicarb I'm going to use about 500 grams. So I'm giving you the recipe. For those of you who've never made bath bombs before, there's a million different recipes that you can choose from out there. Now the neat thing about this recipe is that I can make a little bit now, and I can do another project with it later if I want to. So you don't have to scent it all, but I will be scenting all of this. And we're going to be using a pumpkin scent. So the next ingredient in any kind of bubble bar is SLSA, or sodium lauryl sulfate acetate. Now I'm going to put on a mask. We're all used to wearing masks. It's no big deal. Because you definitely need a mask with this. So I've got this kind of mask that I'm using. So there's just one there. So my talking is going to be muffled. But we're all used to muffled talking, right? All right, so we're going to put in, let me just adjust it. I'm going to put in 300 grams of SLSA. Actually, no, I'm just going to put 200. So we've got a number of surfactants here, and we want it to be nice and bubbly. You just don't need almost there. This stuff is expensive. It's not cheap. It's like $20 a pound. So I'm gonna make this so that everybody can have all the bubbles but afford to make it more than once. Now we're just going to put this through a sifter. So I'm going to switch to a new container. Let me just grab a bowl here of stalks. And I have this, which is a sifter. So we're just going to get all the lumps out. And anything botanical that managed to make its way in here that isn't part of this recipe will be stopped as well. Because it happens. There's flowers all over the place here. Didn't see any. Who knows? And there are like chunks. You don't always want the chunks. You can see the sift. I can figure it out. Yeah, there's a little piece of green soap. I made strawberry and applying soap last week, so. And this was sitting out, ready for my next project. Okay. All right. So we are going to start adding our liquid surfactants next. All right, so I'm going to zero that. And I'm going to be using this Stepan Mild LSB surfactant. And that's going to give me my moldability quality. Now you can use Bioturge, you can use all sorts of different thick surfactants. You don't happen to have this where you are from, just use a secondary surfactant and make it mild. I'm going to be adding about 200 grams. There we go. And we'll see. Oh, I forgot the goat's milk. We're putting goat's milk in here. Putting 30 grams of goat's milk in there. I want this to be creamy. Okay. So this is a very simple recipe. I'm just going to make a dough. Now, if your surfactant is too wet and you don't get a dough, you can add more bicarb to this. This is, we're getting a reaction. There's no citric acid in here, so I'm not sure why I'm getting a reaction. This is fun. So we definitely are going to need some more bicarb, because this is more like a frosting. But that would make a really great frosting, wouldn't it? Get that frosting. Well, an okay frosting. So let's just measure as we go. I had a feeling it was going to be a little too much, but let's add 100 grams bicarb sifted. Okay. I am so clumsy. Right. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. Oh my goodness, I just made a mess. There's far too much liquid in here. So, what to do? Oh. Let's keep adding a little more bicarb. About 50. We'll get a 500 gram box. See if that fixes our texture problem. I'm gonna put that in because I'm pretty sure I need it. Another 500 grams. So that's 1,200 grams of bicarb to 300, 200 of that surfactant. it really caused problems for me. New bubble dough. There we go. I can work with this. All right, so if you want a smaller amount, only use 100 grams of that surfactant, not double that. Okay. Now I'm going to test this, make sure it's got enough bubble power. Mountains of bubbles, even though it's a mild surfactant. The sink is filling up, so we're not going to add any more SLSA. The sink is filling with bubbles. And I'm happy with that. Let's wipe off my hands. Now I'm going to clean this up and divide our dough into portions. And we're going to scent and color as we go. Now, if you notice, I did not put any oil in here. I don't like a slippery bath. So I try to avoid that unless I'm making a butter bath. So it's still a little sticky, but I'm going to go ahead and let that stay because we've got some mixing to do, and I think the oil will take care of that. The fragrance oil will take care of that issue. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're going to measure out 25 grams. Or 20 grams. 22. You know what? I think we've only got about 25 here, so let's just finish it off. Well, it's 30. It's too much. Okay. I'll have to have a tiny little project for that. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with the rest of it. Oh, I love it. Love it. It smells heavenly. Oh my goodness, it smells heavenly. I am in love with this fragrance. I'm glad it was the one on the end. All right, let's mix it in. Do you see what I mean about the texture changing? It's not sticking to my hands anymore. And that's probably another reason why a lot of people add oil to their doughs, their bubble doughs. Now, if you're wondering, I do have quite a few bubble dough recipes out there already. So if you would like to get them, I have a whole collection. And as I create more, like I just did, you will get those recipes sent to you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use water dispersible dyes, and I'm going to use them dry because I want a lot of color from them, okay? So we're going to use some bright colors. We're going to use orange, pink. Let's just roll this out. Think about what colors I want. I definitely want pink and blue. So I'm going to start dividing this up. So I'll get every little bit of that. Oh, baby, baby. All of my babies in there. Okay, we've got a color in there already. That's pink color, so try to make sure it's in the pink zone. I was playing with colored dyes earlier today, and that's kind of what happens with dyes. They fly everywhere. We're going to cut it in half. We'll cut it in half. We'll cut it in half. These are very colorful creations, but they're also skulls. So how much do I need? Probably half of it. I'm gonna go with 5 colors and then the rest white. So I do need a bag for this. I want to keep it fine. No, we're just gonna toss it in here for now. We'll see. We'll see if we need to keep them covered. If they start looking like they're drying out, then we'll definitely do something about that. So let's do a little quick wipe for the surface. But things are going to get messy again. Anywho. So we're going to start. Now we're only going to use light colors because we want them to, so I can use blues and pinks and purples. And I'm going to have a little bit of orange. So a little bit of orange, a little bit of green. So I'm going to divide one of those in half. So we're going to have a pink, blue, purple. I've got 2 gorgeous pinks. So, you know what? I'm going to need containers for these. Those. I've got little lids. I'm just going to set this over here. And I'm going to give it a little wipe to my work surface. Just because that powder is going to go everywhere. So what I think I will do is I'm not going to use six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I was going to use powder dyes, but I think I'm not going to. I've changed my mind. So we're going to do these one at a time. And just start working, okay? So when I'm done with that, I will just put it in. All right, so we're gonna wipe in between every color. Now I'm just gonna go grab some more bicarb in case my alcohol dyes make it too moist. And I'm gonna start with this Acid Red 52. We're just going to put a little bit in the center. I don't think it's going to take much at all. These were highly concentrated alcohol dyes that I used to paint with. Let's get the next one. Pink. I don't have a orange, which I do want to do. So let's see what happens here. If it likes the alcohol or doesn't. Now I may paint these to darken them up. It might be a little easier. Okay. That wasn't supposed to be that color, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is just do these smaller bits. I'm not even going to do any of the really big ones. Since we're still pink, I'm not going to rinse my hands. this looks any different than the other one. Pretty close, actually. It's a lighter pink. A lot lighter. Maybe I'll go back to the dyes, the powdered dyes. Let's do a purple. Amethyst. I haven't brought that one out in a while. That one I have a huge. So this is what the color I want the bath to be. So let's go ahead and make a big mess with this one. And make sure we use plenty of it. This is probably one of my favorite bath colors. Let's see. It turns blue and purple and pink. It's just probably one of the most gorgeous. I think Fast Colors and Fizz Fairy have a similar creation. It's just absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? And this pumpkin scent is just, oh baby. For the lighter colors, the ones that are outside of my my main palette, I'm just gonna use that, and hopefully it won't be too much. I'll just get my amethyst hands rinsed, dried. Really don't want color mixing yet. We'll wait till the bath. So many bubbles. Okay. Next one. We're going to split this one in half. Now I definitely want like a pumpkin orange, but we also want this green. We want this neon green. Now the blue can be dark, so we'll use the powdered of the blue. Bright color. Kind of a mint green is what I'm getting here. A little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of a light green. This one, got another color here. What do we got? if I can find my teal. The teal is gorgeous in this blend too. This is going to be tricky. We're going to have to place it with a little spoon. So the different colors that I want to put in as I layer up. So let's start with the purple. I think the two sides are going to be orange and this top one can be purple.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven to go, 'cause I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat that you're next to me, stuck in my head. When lights go off, you're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft, not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high, I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight, the world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors are memories, now the sun has come down. Like a river rushing way up above. This ain't no sugar coat. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love.
May have to put them back in the freezer. They're not really frozen yet. So hey everybody, welcome back. One thing I want to point out, and I don't want you to get frustrated, these type of molds are notoriously difficult to release. So if you have trouble releasing them, don't freak out. You're not alone. So yeah, so that's not so good. Fate's got left behind. Okay, they popped out. I will try greasing this mold again. Oh my gosh. They're popping out all right. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. This is so bad, guys. This is a total fail. Day of the Dead fail. So much work. Such a fail. There will not be a musical version of this. Or maybe there will be. It'll be really funny. See if we can get them out. Oh, what a poor offering to our ancestors. But you know what? It's still going to be gorgeous in the bath. This is not a good formulation for this type of mold. That's what we've learned here. This will be going into my Relax It bath tonight. And it's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. These we're going to put into a bag and try them on a different type of mold and see what happens. Maybe we just need to get all of this with the dye on it. We're just gonna I'm gonna go ahead and let some of this dry to see how dry it gets. Oh, that is so sad. Did you see how long that took? All right, let me get a Ziploc bag to put the rest of these little bits in because it's beautifully scented. I am going to make something gorgeous with them. I just am. And it's going to be wonderful. And it's going to be perfect. And it's not going to fail. Maybe we'll make some pumpkins. If that one works, I will bring you back. If it doesn't, we'll just call it we'll call it a draw and put the warnings on the dough that it's strictly a hand molded thing and not something that you want. So you could do scoops. I bet you we could do perfect scoops. Let me get my scoop. Set that over there. And we're going to take all of this mess and see if we can make some bubble scoops. Oh, isn't that perfect? Perfect bubble scoops. Not Day of the Deads. So far, a bubble scoop works really good for this. If I put this in the bubble dough collection, we will make sure and put some of these pictures in there so they know what not to do. You might be able to grease the mold and get it to all come out, but somehow I doubt it. It's a very wet dough, even with the doubling up of the bicarb, which I'm kind of glad we did because I don't like bath bombs that are so intense. Oh, look, that one looks like an eyeball. That looks like a purple eyeball. We're still right on theme, guys. It's still Halloweeny. If you enjoyed this soap fail, please give me a thumbs up. Yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Bye for now. Please give us a thumb up, like, and subscribe, and come on back to my soapy kitchen for a not fail, hopefully next time. Bye, guys.